And action!
Disgust me. Grow up.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Scarefest number 13 of What's the Script? I was going to get into it and do a fucking Vincent Price. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand.
Why you make a big deal about this, mate?
Aye. 13, mate, 13. We'll do 13 because it'll be 13th and that, and we'll do a series of films, which is 13 and all that, know what I mean? All right, Chris.
Mate, the world is that paranoid some buildings don't have a 13th floor. I reckon I'm vindicated. Aye, that's a fucking thing.
That a BAM? Is that a BAM up?
No, there's buildings out there that don't have a 13th floor. It goes 12, 14.
But it's the Chinese luckiest number, apparently.
Is it?
Aye. There you are.
Yeah.
And 7 is considered unlucky in China as well.
Aye. What is that? Is that not a game in
Lucky 7, lucky number 7, everybody says in like Western culture. I think China are just trying to fucking be different.
Aye. I've not watched Breaking Bad.
Oh, what's that? Godfather? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Star Wars? No. I don't watch that. No, I haven't seen it.
I don't follow the crowd.
Fucking liar. I seen you going like that to shut the fucking door. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Move along. Move along. Move along. Move along. Move along. Anyway, folks, we're just having a wee chat there, you know. Thanks for joining us again. MJ, I hope you liked our Breakfast Club last week, minus the audible dropouts. Just one of the things that happens. It's happened to me a bunch. As you say in America, yeah, man, it's like happened a bunch, you know, like a bunch of happenings, you know. It's happened to me a lot of times. It's happened a bunch, you know. Like you get a bunch of things and it's like bunched together in a bunch, you know, like right now. But Chris, sorry, she did come back to us and she did clear up something for us for the Breakfast Club, didn't she? You take a wee drink, yeah. You take your time.
Aye. I tried to get him a traumatization last night. It turns out what she puts on her sandwich is pixie dust, which is just sherbet for us, I think. And the crunchy things are Captain Crunch, which we don't get.
Is that a cereal? Aye.
Aye.
Aye, right.
It's Captain, no Captain. Captain.
Captain. Right here, Captain. It looked like the world's best popcorn, didn't it? It looked as if they were just coated in fucking glazed thick syrup, man, and then she crunched it and all the windies fucking shattered, man.
Aye, every crunch is diabetes.
Fucking, no wonder Americans have got such nice teeth, because they're fucking all rotted by the time they're 3. As I. There we go. MJ, thank you very much for sticking with us, and thanks for the suggestion last week at the Breakfast Club, and no making a crass comment on my Anyway, episode 13, as Chris let us know last week, this was going to be 13, which is after 12 before 14. It's 13.
What number is it?
13, mate. Dreisen in German. There you go. Fucking
Or 13 in Irish.
So, before we get to the film, mate, this is, in our timeline, it's the first release of 7 interlinked films into it, but it's number 4 in the timeline of the films.
Aye, because I say, well, obviously this is the first one brought out, but I think the creepy Annabelle doll gets such a following. They just went into that story and because I think that's got a big major cult following behind it.
Aye.
But it's not the doll we see in the film, isn't like the real doll. The real doll was like I see a Raggedy Ann doll or something.
All right, okay.
Don't know what they are, but that's what the real doll looked like. They just done this one because it's obviously creepy as fuck.
Aye, with a big fucking severed bit through its eye and all that shit. Because we start off 1968. But see, before we start, right, and it's like Warner Brothers and it's the dramatic music.
Aye.
I'm like that. My fucking Shutter Island coming on. Bum bum dum dum dum. Oh, fucking hell, it's just like Shutter Island.
Aye. It's fucking quite haunting, that music, actually.
It will be it. Late at night, smoking a reefer, mate. Definitely.
Aye. I nearly had shite up my back.
Oh, see, because my boys are wee, man, I can just imagine your mom coming in and fucking putting your legs up there, like your ass. Fucking state of you, needing your underwear and everything, Christopher. What did I tell you?
Aye. But interesting about this, and honestly, this film, there's only one death. There's very little gore and violence and stuff, and this was given an R rating.
Aye.
I think it just on the scare fest it is.
I know why. Because the fucking... What's an R rating in America?
Fucking really bad.
Really bad, cool. Still a wee bit... I know what PG-13 is, and I think that's about it. Well, it's because the film, it has your brain fucking thinking all the time. It has you thinking about what could be in your house and what might be coming in the next scene, and it switches you onto a level that you're just, the hairs in the back of your neck, if you're lucky enough to have any, are just fucking all go.
First time I seen this, I was paranoid as fuck. See, the set engine was worse for me. I don't know why. I don't know if you've not seen the set engine, you know?
I've not seen any others. I'm going to make a point of getting back and doing them.
Watch the Conjuring too. See the big fucking the holy woman. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. That cow appeared everywhere in my house for about fucking 4 months.
Because there's one called the Nun, isn't there?
Aye, well that's the origins of that scary bastard. Not be trusted her, man.
Oh dear. So we start off in 1968. We meet the Warrens, who are a kind of the Ghostbusters at their time, aren't they? Man and wife. He goes and helps with the exorcisms and talks about all the pragmatic stuff, and she's got a gift, hasn't she? Aye,
she's the one in touch with the other side, so to speak. But they're interviewing these two nurses, aren't they?
Yes.
And this guy is just sitting there. He just looks traumatized.
Rocking back and forth like an Albanian orphan. MD in Britain that watched Blue Peter and is the same age as me will know exactly what I'm talking about. I made my coat hanger mobile to give the babies. Don't worry. Aye, you had to make two coat hangers and then you wrapped tinfoil in them, tinsel and shit, and dangle things for them, and it was like what'd you call them? Hang above a baby's cot. A mobile.
A mobile, aye.
Aye. Setting that off to the unfortunate babies and that, you know.
If that, it felt more unfortunate.
Aye. Make them fucking feel more unfortunate, that's it, mate. So they're interviewing these nurses that are kind of flatmates and all that, and they're going over what is Annabelle the doll story, which you would have watched if you watched the films in sync and stuff like that. And it's just about this wee doll that's fucking a wee scary bastard.
It's I think it's like a dead lassie or something in it, and Annabelle or something, and they gave her permission to move into the doll sort of thing. That then it starts leaving notes and stuff. Did you miss me?
Aye. It's quite funny when Ed says to them, Ed Warren says, also, it almost goes like, your fucking fault. Well, you invited them into the doll, didn't you? And they look at one, no. Did we? Aye.
Chastised.
Permission.
Oh, fucking brilliant. Aye. He's like, you done what?
He starts leaving them me notes, as you say, mate, miss me. and they're getting freaked out with the cranes. It's just sitting there with the cranes in it, and then they get into the house, and the house is pure wrecked, man, in it, and crane all out of fucking walls and ceilings, and
Aye. And then that something so sinister as a crayon just rolling along the flare when you know it's a doll out there.
Aye, it rolls across the flare and stops dead.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Fucking
So the wee lassies shite their pants. They lift up Annabelle and take her down to the back into the dump, put her in the trash. Hey, keeping up with the Americans here. Put her in the trash, man.
Aye, now she's in the garbage.
Well done, mate.
See what I done there?
Aye, I did.
Aye, but it's the same night after putting the Annabelle doll in the rubbish. We'll go back to us. And the next thing, late at night, they hear us banging on the door. That obviously wakes the two nurses up, doesn't it?
Aye.
And it's the most thunderous fucking rattling of a door ever.
Aye, I was expecting her to open the door and see like 20 Vikings with a fucking tree trying to put the door in, man. But obviously, open the door, nobody there, and just a wee note that they crumpled up and threw away saying, "Miss me."
Aye. And then obviously, fucking the other door goes bang, 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 and we don't actually see what's behind the door, but obviously it's the Annabelle doll that's back in the house, which shouldn't be fucking happening, let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. It's no Toy Story 5. You know what I mean?
This put a fucking sinister turn on Toy Story 4, I'll have you know.
Aye. So after that, we pan to the Warrens. They're doing a lecture, isn't it?
Aye. Well, obviously before that it comes up the Warren files. This story that we're about to watch has been locked away for years and blah, blah, blah. And then the dreaded words come up based on a true story. So right away you're like, oh.
Aye. I think the most... I didn't notice it the first time I watched it, but when I watched it again this time, and I let the credits roll at the end, and it showed you the photos of everybody that was involved in the film, and I thought, oh, that's freaked me right out now. It's really real, know what I mean? Oh. Aye. So they're doing a lecture. We're getting a semblance of something's happened to Lorraine, who is Mrs. Warren, at the last kind of big thing, which was an exorcism, but it doesn't give you too much in that. He just wants to keep her away from it, but she's like, no, I'm all right. Mm-hmm. And they're talking about ghosts, and they're saying no ghost. It's not a ghost, it's demonic. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They're fucking bag, man.
But then it goes to the family's house, doesn't it? 1971, Rhode Island.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the family obviously moving into a new house. The Perron family, as they're called.
The Perrons.
But see, that's another thing that's freaky as fuck. See that house, I know there's actually 10 real documented deaths in the house.
In real life?
Aye.
Thanks for that.
Aye. Know what I mean? Look, see obviously the witch spirit, Bethesda or something. She was actually a real person as well. So sleep nice. But aye. So the whole family's all going into the house, aren't they? They're all taking in furniture and stuff. But apart from Sadie the dog.
Poor Sadie the dog, man. She won't go over the door. She's just adamant. I mean, the dad's trying to pull her by the collar, and she's like, fucking choke me because I'm not getting in this house. Because obviously, as we know, dogs and children, animals and children, they know, man.
Aye. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if this is just something James Wan threw out there, see, to get people terrified.
Mm-hmm.
See, when he was writing the script to this, he got a new dog, a pup, and he says the dog just started staring into an empty space in his house and started growling and stuff. And then he says the next thing, the dog's head started following something across the room.
I can believe it, because mine does it.
Oh, mate, my fucking dog does that, no? I've got a video of it, didn't it? We've
talked about this. I mean, the Nozo will stop dead in his tracks in the living room and look up at the corner above the door and they'll track something. We're looking for spiders, not, but there's been too many bumps in this house and too many things falling off the shelves and walls, and we know it's the former occupier, which was old Mary, who died in the house. So we always go, right, Mary, that's enough.
First name terms of your ghost.
Fucking right. But that's what they say. You need to, I believe in it, I do. And you need to just tell them, look, beat it. Know what I mean? Not a day. Anyway, going off in tangents, man. We'll no mention that your Doug likes to wake up the same time as the witch for this fucking film and all.
3 in the morning. There's a fucking thing for you. 3 in the morning, I woke up one night. Doug's standing on the end of my bed, looking out into the hall with its fucking hackles up. Imagine that happened last night. This wouldn't have happened.
This wouldn't have been here. There'd been a wee blank fucking
I'd have been sitting here like fucking Gandalf the White.
Fucking Doug at the end of the bed. You shall not pass.
That's a true story, man. Fucking 3 in the morning, Doug, fucking big hackles up.
But Doug's not happy. They're moving in. The girls decide to play what we call in Britain blind man's buff, which is obviously somebody takes the blindfold and then has to look for the others. But we never done the clapping thing, but they do a clapping thing. It's to gauge where you are.
It's kind of like Marco Polo, isn't it?
Marco Polo. Which is something else we never fucking played.
The other daughter-in-law, she's found like a wee music box, hasn't she? She's playing with a wee music box down at the tree.
Or it's been strategically placed there by another entity in her room. And it's just then that they fall in the cupboard, isn't it?
One of the daughters is hiding in, it's like a cupboard under the stairs. Obviously, I think it's Christine, finds her in there, obviously falling her claps, and then grabs her, but they hit the wall and then opens this board of wood down, and they turn out they've got a cellar under the house. Which
is always a bad thing in any American film, whether it's a horror, a comedy, a fucking romance. The cellars in American houses are freaky, scary, bastard places.
Notorious. But this is what I love. So obviously, the dad goes, "Oh, we've got a cellar down here." Fucking his eyes light up. He's going down, and then we get movie matches. It goes, illuminates. Fucking. I don't know why we built fucking lighthouses. We should have just had a guy out there with a match.
Gonna phone that Thomas Edison and ask him to uninvent the light bulb. It's not needed.
Look, fucking brilliant. Oof. It's like every film, man. See other ones or no? They get a lighter. No, I've done this. See, with candles and lighters and all that, and going, I have seen the films. I can see at least 40 feet in front of me. Fucking can't see a fucking thing.
Exactly. Fucking shite, man. So it is. So he's funding that anyway. Obviously, he doesn't question the fact it's been bolded up for a fucking reason. You know what I mean? He just takes a wooden slat suit and goes down there with his movie matches, as you say. You got an old piano down here.
I know, mate. Fucking all these mad antiques in it. See that right away? That would give you the creeps.
I know.
You weren't ready other people's stuff, man.
Bad juju, mate.
Aye, definitely, man.
So goes down to the cellar, as we call it. Doug's going mental outside. It's night time by this time, isn't it? Doug's just going berserk outside.
I still want to go into the house. But the Ferrers, he's chained up, chained upside. And this is when mother and father break in the house, you see. We've got a headboard rock, as they call it.
Aye. Come here, you, my wee darling that you are. Ugly bastard. So, fast tracked, but next morning, sun's out, the birds are chirping, Doug's no barking, but Caroline, who's the mother, she notices a bruise on herself, big bruise, man.
Aye, and obviously, I think he's a big Rog. What you like, you big animal? You fucking boragged me here.
Gives it to him so he can go to work and go, hey.
But bruised the missus last night. Hey, Right onto the law.
The kids, obviously, in the morning, they're off freezing cold, whereas it looks like a lovely spring morning outside, and they notice it's the first time one of the girls complains about the smell, didn't she?
This is the eldest daughter. Can't mind her name.
I'll get to the daughters' names a wee bit later. I've just wrote Wayne. Wayne complains of smell.
She's got a teenage attitude and all that, but it's just the way you see them all deals with her. Or there's a horrible smell in here. Is it there now? No. Problem solved. Disney stop when I stride.
Exactly. And then she goes down the stair to make breakfast and notices the grandfather clock and then the wee clock, and they've stopped at 3:07 a.m. exactly.
Aye, just about the time I'm getting fucking visits and all. But he's just Caroline starts saying to Roger and that the clocks are all stopped, and he's like, maybe they get bumped in the move. But one of the lasses is asking where Sadie is, the dog.
Wee April, she's the youngest, isn't she? She runs it.
So, aye.
Sadie! Sadie!
Next thing, obviously the big high-pitched scream and terror. And obviously we find out Sadie, the dog, is dead. Which, I mean, no many films kill the dog right at the start.
No.
No, that's
Must have been asking for too much dog treats or something.
The dog union got involved.
So that's happened, and we pan back to the Warrens. And it's their collection. Basically, they've got a young gentleman who's possibly a reporter or something, and he's interviewing them and getting a wee tour of the house in the absolute fucking scariest cupboard in America.
The museum. It's actually a museum. I don't know if you're allowed to go in to see it, or if it's still there, because obviously the two Warrens have moved on, shall we say. But Ed's explaining to this reporter that why they keep all the artifacts and stuff, because they're still, the things they've dealt with are still connected to each item. You know what I mean? And
they invite a priest in once a month to bless the whole room and all that, didn't they?
Yeah, which is...
But Annabelle's the one that's no she's on display, but she's no touchable. She's in a glass case, locked, a big sign on it saying, please do not touch. And they explain it. They did explain earlier on, like, one case out of 1,000, this was the one that fucking shook them the most. Still hold on to the doll, you know what I mean? I'd have took it out to the middle of the ocean and fucking chained it up, put it right down the boat, man, or something. Oh.
Funny you should say that. Like I was saying to you, Aquaman. The Annabelle doll was in the Aquaman, and she is at the bottom of the sea. Just as you said that, mate.
So what's the connection with that then? What did they do that for? Is it same director or something?
James Wan.
James Wan. Okay. There we go.
Aye.
I've steered clear of all the Aquaman shit after that fucking depth-haired pish. I think we'll be about 96 by the time we see The Flash, I know. Do you know the Flash movie, right, was announced before the Flash series started on the CW, and that's just been cancelled after 9 seasons. That shows you how fucking long this Flash film's been in the mix.
The irony that his superpower is he runs quick.
Aye, because he's fucking evading every continuity. Anyway, that's another story for another day.
But as he's talking to the reporter, isn't he? His daughter Judy, she's snuck into the museum. She's been told many a time, don't come in here.
Aye.
I mean, usually this is where the father keeps his dirty magazines or his dirty videos and that, but you fucking keep away from these artifacts.
Keep away from those educational fucking magazines, young lady.
Look at that. He's educational.
Never you mind what Growler is, right? Okay. Dazzle. It's about sequins and the like. Razzle, dazzle.
Okay.
So I've talked to the reporter again. They allude to something that happened on a previous case with Lorraine. So that's another thing again, man. It's just like, what fucking happened? It just gives you wee flashbacks to them doing an exorcism on a guy with his eyes bleeding and all that blood, didn't it?
Aye.
Bleeding blood, imagine that, fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking what a time to be alive.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Oh, fucking brilliant. See, we always hark back to a previous pod. There we go. So, next thing we know, we're back in the parents' house. It's night time. It's everybody's sleeping. And one of the girls just see her getting pulled in her bed, didn't you?
Aye, mate. That's freaky shit, man. I mean, see, like, how the day that is good, right? But I always remember, watching Paranormal Activity. When it first came out myself. I watched that myself late at night. And see the way they were doing stuff in that. That fucking freaked me out, mate.
Aye.
Fucking the lassie getting dragged out of bed and down the hall and all that shit. Fucking crazy, man.
I thought it was garbage, man.
Aye, but you probably watched it with the lights on, you big shite bag. But see that actor that plays Christine, she during filming this, she actually got a rare blood disease, and then see after they were done filming this, just disappeared.
Fuck off, you.
Swear to God, mate. I swear.
So again,
I don't know if this is what they just churn up to go, oh, yeah, that's fucking haunted, that.
Yeah, if we ever do the Amityville horror, you don't need to talk about the film, you just need to talk about what happened to everybody that was in it. For fucking since it. Oh, poor Margot Kidder, God rest her. So she gets pulled in bed. She obviously thinks her sister playing a prank. Hey, prank. She goes like, yes, as obviously there's a bad smell again. She's like, oh my God, you farted.
Quit your farting.
Quit your farting. Wasn't me, it must have been you. So we're like, oh, bad smell again. And Roger wakes up with a banging, doesn't he?
Aye, he's in his desk, obviously, because I think there's monetary troubles, isn't there? This is what the whole thing behind this is. Obviously, the snow and the telly. Not many people get that now. The telly cuts off at a certain time.
Aye.
But he's woke up with banging and all that. He's out into the hall. Now, this is where I would go, fuck this house, grab the wains, we're away. See when he's looking down the hall and that door just swings open. Right. Now, the way it's swung open, he goes in, he checks the door on it, and he sees there's a window open. The door swings the other way, for the way the wind is blowing. See that? Carol, get the wains, we're off. This was burnt in a fire, we'll claim the insurance, fuck this.
Aye, fucking, there's a door swinging, we're off.
Aye, but I'm on, come on to fuck. It's like after he does that, innit? And then he sorts that door, doesn't he? And then it's the cellar door. That then opens.
Aye.
Nah.
But then he investigates the banging that's still going on up the stair, and they find out it's wee Cindy, isn't it?
Aye, she's sleepwalking.
And she's just hidden the ward, sorry, Americans, and that, banging her head against the wardrobe in her sister's room. And the dad just takes her back to bed and stuff. But the next morning, Mother has woken up again with yet another bruise. This time he notices it, doesn't he?
Aye, it's on her back. She has no recollection of it at all. Because I think the first one maybe see the move, and maybe she's banged herself, but this one's on her back.
Mm-hmm.
No. But he says to her, you go and get it checked with the doctor, which I think she must do in the film at some point, but we don't see it. But as Roger's leaving for work, a pigeon flies into the side of the house and kills itself, which is it's always a good sign that.
Aye, just fucking kamikazes into the side of the building, breaks its neck. That's strange. See you later.
The
next thing is the April's sitting talking to somebody in her room.
Aye, they'll say it's just her and her mum in the house, innit? Because all the other lasses have left for school. But it's weird to see the way they do the camera angle. It's like she's sitting talking, and whoever she's talking to is like behind the door. And then obviously the reveal when the mum goes into the room and there's nobody there.
Yep.
Again, that not get your fucking shoes on, we're away. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Fucking.
She's obviously thinking, no, just a wee imaginary friend or something like that. And then wee April explains to her about the music box, didn't she?
Aye. Yeah. What's the Corey? That's it. Corey's
Rory.
a ghost, isn't it? Aye. Yeah. If you want to see Corey, you need to use the box, and then you look in the mirror, and he's standing behind you. So.
Hear that fucking tune? Bow, 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 bow. Even that's like a Victorian fucking nursery rhyme, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Haunting. And you're looking in this wee fucking swirly mirror to see the back of you and stuff.
Aye.
Oh.
But obviously Corey's not there. But we April.
Rory, Rory.
Aye. Scares them anyway, didn't you? Yeah.
Aye, fucking right, man.
Aye, that's your fucking first kind of jump. But since April doesn't get to play the clap game, she asks if she can play it with her ma in it.
Aye.
Fucking next time the ma's get the blindfold on, and they start playing this game. And she, what is it? You get 3 claps.
3 claps, aye.
Aye.
Didn't know there was rules to the bastard, but there we go. There's 3 claps.
Aye. So she hears the first clap, and she's heading in a direction, and she ends up in our eldest daughter's room, the one the night before Cindy was hidden in.
Aye, in the room with the big wardrobe.
Aye.
And she's obviously thinks by the claps that her daughter's up the stair.
Aye. So she goes into this room. The next thing, the wardrobe doors open. The mother hears this and thinks, "Oh, that's me, caught you." She asks for the 3rd clap, and a set of horns come out.
Oh.
Get a clap.
Oh. Did you just say that there? And the fucking hair's they're just all shivery. Set of horns just came out the fucking clays, didn't they, and go?
Aye, fucking. She's like, "Oh, fun you." She goes into the wardrobe, and there's nobody there. The next thing, her daughter appears from behind her. So.
Aye. Daughter runs into the room, goes like that. "Where have you been, Mum? I've been clapping." She just realised, hold on a minute, who the fuck's in the wardrobe?
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Again, mate. That's it. Get the car keys. We'll fucking go.
Aye. So we get once again we get to that night, and once again the girls are sleeping, and young daughter again gets her leg pulled. First time she just snap, then the second time fucking Nyon pulls her off the bed, doesn't it?
Aye, and that gets her attention. She's fucking, and then see the way they just drag out that scene where she's like, she looks here at the bottom of her bed, and you're just expecting something to fucking pop out, or what? And then she looks under the bed, and you're expecting something else just to grab her. See
that shite? That looking under the bed in the middle of the night, pish. No,
mate.
Away you go.
That's why I've got a divan bed.
Aye, me too. But fucking, I'm 44 and I'm still loath to leave my foot dangling out. You know what I mean? But the wee lassie's traumatised. She can obviously see something us, the viewers, can't, right? And she's looking at her bedroom door, which is opened to the hall, but there's a big black shadow behind it, and she's just sitting fucking petrified looking at this blackness.
Aye.
And then she whispers, because she can't scream, to her sister. I'm fucking getting all shivery talking about it. To her sister, isn't she? Oh, mate, because I've done that in the past and all, and I think everybody's done it. See, when you look into like a dark place in the room, all that, your fucking mind goes places. Aye.
Just like, I'm fucking seeing somebody stood in there.
Aye.
And see the way obviously the director and that have just played on that. Because see that scene, there is nothing in that corner. There's no CGI, nothing. But you're fucking terrified with what's in that corner. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because at that point in the film, as you say, there's nothing there. However, every single person that's watched that in a movie theatre or in the house is all staring like fuck into this blackness, isn't they? You know what I mean? Because we've done it ourselves. Yeah, what's there something else? There's something, what was she saying? Oh, horrible, man.
It's the other thing I know. It's fucking seeing, obviously the sister wakes up, she's like, "What's the matter with you?" And she goes, "It's looking right at us." I was like, "Oh."
Aye.
You imagine me last night in that fucking couch. I was like,
Aye. But the old sister puts her specs on, didn't she? And goes right up to the fucking door.
There's always one arsehole, but see, they do this all the time. Like, oh, fucking behave yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But see when she says to her, no, it's standing right behind you. I was like, oh my days, man.
You're waiting on the horn coming there, or her hair getting pulled or something. Oh, it's shite myself. And it's, as I say, it's Christine and Nancy's room. And they say as well about the smell. Can you smell that? You know what I mean? It's obviously stinking.
Next thing, the fucking door just slams shut.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I shot myself for that and all. I was like, oh, it was like fucking Jay, get out the room, bitch.
I was like that today, man. Get out the room. Get out the room. Oh, brilliant, man.
Oh,
and the mum and dad on in, obviously, nothing there.
Aye, tell it. But then she starts saying the stuff and all that. It's fucking, it says it wants a family and all that. No. Doug is dead. The maw has chased fucking phantom claps. Pigeons flew into the side of the house, and now the other lassie has seen a fucking ghost that says they wants a family.
Right.
Get the jackets. Fucking let's go. Hit the road.
Add to that, the maw looks as if she's auditioning for Rocky 3 or the fucking bruises on her, know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. Aye, something is amiss. You know what I mean?
So we very quickly pan after that to the Warrens going to visit a house that's obviously complained about supernatural activity, but they explain it away with plausible reasoning that, look, your fucking pipes thing made there, the water's coming down, it's getting down to here, it's making the floor creak and all that. It's perfectly explainable. And that gives you the view to the fact that they're no con artists. If they can go and prove that a scary sound or something like that is explainable, they'll explain it away because they're the real deal. So that's just letting the audience know that they're no shysters, know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, so that's just a wee quick scene. We pan back again to the mother, Mammy Perron, and she's got another bruise.
Aye.
And she hears claps while the girls are asleep.
Yep. And it's just, again, obviously it's a horror film, you need to be entertained, right? But see if you've checked all the rooms and you're still hearing fucking claps. It's, right, you, wake up, we're away.
Roger's away, working away at this time, isn't he? He's not in the house.
That's it. So there's either an intruder or fucking...
Aye, or she's got a sea lion fucking in the house. One of the two, man. So, aye, she hears the claps, gets her out of bed, you say, checks all the rooms, all the lasses are sleeping. At this point, I'd be off. But she goes to the hall banister, doesn't she? And just all the 40s and all that just all fly off the walls and smash. And
you hear a wee boy laughing. You're like that. That right away. I don't know how that didn't wake up the lassies, right?
Aye.
Even still, see when that happened, right? And nobody gets down that stair behind you quick, they're away, you know what I mean? That's the case of you're dragging them out of the bed and you're out the fucking house, you know what I mean?
Aye. And even after they fall off the wall, mate, and you hear the wee laughter, there's another couple of claps.
Aye, exactly.
I'm like, I'm no fucking playing anymore. I mean, play yourself.
See that, man? It just reminds me. See, years ago, it was like a TikTok, but it was like a short video. I'll see if I can find it later. But it was just a black guy. He was talking in a horror film, and he's like, somebody disappears, and he's just fucking running like that, and he goes, "All the white people are dead. We get the fuck out of here."
That's right.
Fucking golden, man.
That's a scary movie or something.
But yeah, I might have copied it for that, but he just made it funnier, mate, because he's fucking bailing.
Aye, that's right. But obviously, again, here's a wee laugh, claps, and then she goes down to the cellar door, creaks open, doesn't it?
Aye. Gets down there at night, alone. Somebody's just fucking running about the house. Obviously, it's adding to the tension and all that. It's fucking wee bumps and creaks and noises and all that, and then this cellar door line open. But she makes this mad idle threat. Hey, I'm going to lock you down here. And she goes to turn to walk out. The door hits her, doesn't it? And she goes tumbling down the stair.
She just goes to get out the door as it just gets fucking slammed and batters on the head and she falls down all the stairs in the pitch blackness.
Aye. And it's the only time she doesn't get a bruise. But
she tries to get back out, she's locked in, isn't she?
Aye, but she's down there and she's looking about into it, and it's just pure creepy because everything's got fucking sheets and all that area, and you're thinking, oh, what's coming, man? And then this wee ball just gets flung off with all these tables and stuff, and you're like, oh dear.
Oh, just shat my pants. There we go. Underwear binned.
But she runs up the stair and the light bulb explodes, doesn't she? And then she finds the movie matches.
Aye, on the stairs. That's right.
But see that and what again? It's like staring into darkness. That's fucking terrifying. See when she's just at the stairs.
But what I wasn't expecting is at the top of the stairs in the darkness was the fucking right beside her head, man.
Aye.
Oh.
Fucking, and she can't get out, so it pans away with her trying to get out the door, doesn't it? And obviously it's fucking locked. Aye,
and her man's coming home by this time, didn't she?
Aye,
and he hears the fucking screaming on it.
But it goes back up to the eldest daughter's room, and again it's her sister Cindy.
Aye.
And she's up there, and she's hidden in the wardrobe again. So instead, she gets up, gets her sister. Instead of taking her out the room, you can come sleep with me, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But as she's put her sister to bed, she hears this noise in the wardrobe, like somebody's inside it. So she goes there to open it. Meanwhile, the younger sister sits up and obviously clocks the fucking horror that's on top of the fucking wardrobe.
Aye, big witch man on top of the wardrobe. The camera pans right in on her.
Aye.
She fucking dives off the wardrobe on top of the sister, didn't she?
Oh, mate, fucking terrifying by
so this all coincides with the father coming home. His wife's locked in the cellar. The Waynes are getting attacked up the stair. It's all shit's breaking loose. All the 40s are smashed. So he gets the wife out, runs up the stair. Obviously, the daughter's rolling about the flare when they put the light on with nothing and tap her. But it's enough for them to just fucking pat their shants and get out of Dodge, man.
Mate, see the first time I seen that, mate, I don't mind telling you. There was a tinge of yellow stuff, maybe I fucking escaped my body. So I'm saying because I didn't go to the pictures to see any of this, right? Because I see horror films now. I see all this shit. Oh, terrifying, fucking scary, blah blah blah. I just wait till they come out and then I watch them at night myself. See that, mate? Deary fucking me.
I know. See if I watched them in the pictures, I think I'd be fucking grabbing strangers and all that. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Oh, mate. Fucking.
So
I think there's something about, see, you go to the pictures, but I think there's something about safety. See, when you weigh everybody. But see, watching it, like me last night, see, watching that myself last night, I've seen this multiple times.
Aye.
And I was fucking freaking, man. I was like, what was that noise?
Well, I watched it myself at the weekend as well, and a lot was kind of bright outside and stuff. I was in a darkened room watching it, and I had my earbuds in, so I could hear fucking everything. Oh, that was a new experience, man.
Oh.
So that's kind of everything's been building up to that point, and we get the scare that we don't think we're going to get again, but we do, and it's fucking terrifying. Aye. And then we just go to the Warrens. They're doing another lecture seminar,
aye.
And the mother's attended, didn't she?
And infestation, oppression, and possession. That's the things that the spirit goes through to like take care of a body, sort of thing. So Egg's explaining this to, I think it's students, isn't it? Students.
I'm thinking that anyway, kind of just say a seminar lecture or something.
Aye. And obviously the mother has attended it because obviously she's at a fucking wit's end. And she asked them to go to her house and inspect it, sort of thing, to see what's happening, sort of thing. But, see what's even more like kind of scary about this. Obviously, what happens in the film actually happens, right? But see the Warrens were actually unable to help this family.
In real life?
Aye. And this family lived in this house for another 10 years after.
Fuck's sake.
Aye. Obviously, see this film, you need to get a wee happy ending and all that stuff.
Aye.
But
a happy middle. Fuck's sake. 10 year, man. The mother must have looked like a fucking bruise with eyeballs.
But again, that's weird shit, mate. Because see, when the family visited the set as well, and the family says they felt like the same dark presence and stuff. And again, I don't know if it's just like they're trying to build up folklore for the film sort of thing. But see, them all tripped, fell, and got injured and all that while on set of this. You know what I mean? You're like, ah, what the fuck, man?
Uncanny, that,
Aye.
Wee ghost leg, man, tripping her up. Fuck's sake, man.
I still getting that done.
Aye. But for movie purposes, the Warrens, although the day Ed's up here reluctant, he goes, we're a bit busy, we've got something to do, but Lorraine obviously can feel the tension. She plays the mother card as well. You've got a daughter, haven't you? Oh, fuck. Aye, okay, we'll come.
No.
Don't you that, mate? No.
But the Warrens arrive at the house, don't they? And they see the whole family's now living in the living room.
Aye.
That's where they're sleeping.
And without showing the family, we know Lorraine knows right away as soon as she's walked in that fucking house that she's her antennas up, you know what I mean?
Aye, that actress, was it Vera Farmiga or something?
Farmiga, aye. The lovely Vera Farmiga.
Aye. If you've seen Sopranos, haven't you?
That's it.
She plays Tony Soprano's ma in the film, See the Many Saints of Newark, and she gets it fucking bang on, by the way. Actually, brilliant, man. But anyway, they started telling them all the stuff in it. They smell this rotten smell, and obviously the Warrens know that that's like a demonic thing.
Ed explains it, didn't he?
Aye. Obviously the 3 bumps. It's like
aye. To come in 3s?
What's his name again? Patrick Wilson? Is that his name?
It is. Let me see. Yes, Patrick Wilson.
I think he must like all this shit. Because he's done 3 Conjuring films and he done the 2 Insidious films as well.
Did he? Aye. See, the last thing I remember him for was Chronicles of Riddick. Or what's the first one called? One of the Riddicks, the first Riddick anyway. He's the guy that's fucking injecting in his eyeballs and all that. You're like, aye. So he's explaining all the stuff, all the incidents and that have happened in the house. And it's all the telltale signs that it's an actual like demonic presence in it. Aye. Lorraine's doing her own thing. She asks, can I see the cellar and all that? She goes down to the cellar and then she just goes after her wee and walk out the front of the house down to a tree, didn't she?
Aye, and she hears this creaking behind her, didn't she? Like tightening rope.
Aye, because Ed's followed her out. What is it?
Aye, and next thing you just see the Bethesda ghost, the witch. She's just swinging for the tree.
Aye.
Which is
horrible. Obviously, he can't see it. She can just see it Aries shooter.
Aye.
It's that petrifying to her that it kind of makes her nearly lose consciousness. He catches her. We pan back, there's nothing hanging for the tree. And then in the next scene, there is the full fucking witch hanging for the tree, man.
Aye, exactly. It's fucking...
Just hanging about.
Aye. But Lorraine tells them that she's seen this.
But she looked, she looked at the music box, didn't she?
Oh, that's what it is. Aye. Oh, in the meantime as well, Ed is recording a conversation with the mother and father, finding out all the facts. But in the meantime, like he says, Lorraine's using the music box, talking to one of the daughters.
And you get a clear view. Wee Rory.
He's like, I'm trying to remember what the Higneys, like the Quaker outfit he's got on in it.
Aye, although the timeline doesn't, when we hear the backstory, it's the 1800s, although it looks like what do you call them?
Like Pilgrim?
The Pilgrims, aye. She looks like a dress like that. One of the first Pilgrims in America with the fucking hat, but probably what you say, Quaker, is more an accurate description. So she's seen Rory, seen the hanging tree. They then Ed explains about the dark energies latched itself onto the mother with the bruises and all that.
That's it.
She's the conduit.
They try to find out the history of the houses and that as well in it, and they don't know and stuff. But I like to say, Lorraine tells them of the instances that she's seen this dark entity. Like when she first walked in, it was stuck to her back. Then she looked at the lassies and it was behind them and stuff. and she's seen other spirits, like obviously wee Rory and obviously the witch swinging through the tree.
Aye.
But after coming and going on it, they just go like that. We'll need to come back and we'll need to get proof so we can do an exorcism. And you're like that. You're just after saying you've seen fucking 3 ghosts. You've been here 20 minutes.
Aye.
What do you need?
You're going away fucking well?
Aye.
Proof, you say?
Aye, exactly.
Fuck that.
Oh, but aye. But then it cuts back to the Warren sister in it, and you kind of get it's like Lorraine talking with her daughter.
We flashback to the daughter thing, because when I first seen this, I thought, you know, the cloak and dagger stuff surrounding the mother, I thought fucking the daughter had died or something, but the daughter's no dead, she's alive, and
Aye.
the wee lockets and all that.
But you're kind of getting the feeling that she's been like neglected or something, into it, because they're away hunting all these fucking ghosts and stuff, and she's just left in the house with the old gran sort of hanging out.
Aye, and it's at that time her and Ed start talking about the history of the Perron's house and all that, about how the mother sacrificed her Wayne in the name of Satan and then fucking hung herself.
Aye.
But that was just one story of many that's gone back for this fucking house, man.
That's it. There's like a woman, she killed her son as well and all that, which we kind of find out as young Rory, isn't it?
Aye. And it was at 7 minutes past 3 in the morning.
Aye.
With all the fucking clock stopped and all that.
Aye, my dog's on its fucking bed. Like, but it's also as the woman they're talking about, she was, people thought she was fucking like a witch and stuff, and if that's what the sacrificing of her child was and all that.
Aye, because that one was the mother killed herself and Rory went missing, so Rory was never fun. But we know later on what the fuck happened to Rory, didn't we? Oh,
aye.
Jesus. So the recorder goes on, because they explain the fact that when he was interviewing, as you said there, the parents, he's like, the strangest thing, her voice isn't coming through in the recording, but then everybody else's is. And then they crank it up, didn't they? And that's when you hear the fucking fucking hell, man.
I challenge anybody to sit at fucking, this might have been about 1:30 in the morning now, fucking sitting paranoid. Know what I mean? You know,
See if you hear that through a pair of earbuds when you've got noise cancelling.
Mate.
Before you even hear the growling, you can hear the volume go up.
Mate, I must now hold the record for the most petrified holding in of a pish ever.
I'm all right, I'm not busting. So right after that, I've just described the next act as the Warrens move in.
Aye, because they get their mad correct team up. Because I think they take a copper along as well, don't they?
Aye, a skeptic.
Aye, a skeptic. Which apparently
must be part of the proof process, that they need to get somebody that doesn't believe to say, look, there's fucking something up here.
Aye, well, I think I read into see some of their cases, and they've done that everywhere. It was usually like law enforcement or whatever, but they would always take somebody that was a skeptic, just to go, right, you can see we're no like pulling fucking tricks and all that here. Aye. There's no wires and all this shit.
Aye, but, somebody that just can't explain what the fucking they've seen and heard. You know what I mean? Aye. But what they do is they set up the cameras. Drew and Brad are their 2 wee helpers. Brad's the copper, and Drew is the young Asian chap. That's kind of the tech savvy kind of young boy. Aye. He's kind of cool. Hey.
Aye.
I'm Drew. How you doing?
Aye. Because when they start setting up a camera and the heat signature and stuff up at the old tree, and the father asks, "What are you setting up out here for?" I went, "Oh, this is well Lorraine seen the witch hanging," and he's like, "Oh, aye." I was going to build the lasses a tree house up there.
I was just going to say that there, girls. No more tree house. Aye, so Lorraine reads Carolyn about the memories. Ed sets up all the crosses, and he's got the wee bottles of holy water and stuff like that. And then the first incident is the cellar door, isn't it?
Aye, this fucking
the camera just goes off.
Aye, you would just fucking seal that shut. But aye, they go done because obviously it's set off this trigger because no human can set off this trigger,
which is kind of fucking pretty cool.
Aye,
for the 70s. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But, they go down the cellar with the recording equipment and stuff and try and catch proof of any of these entities. But Lorraine kind of feels something, didn't she?
She gets a bit woozy. She gets overcome.
But and they end up, they're down there, they don't see anything or hear anything, and they walk out of the cellar. And just as they think, they're so caught, next thing the door slams shut, boom.
Aye. Fucking wakes you right back up again, doesn't it, man?
And it's like a wee skeptic, the cop. It must have been a breeze.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Who fucking breezes you come? You know what I mean?
See when the door slams shut again, did the camera gaff again? No.
I think it's only set up to go off once.
Oh, right, okay.
You just catch whatever.
Cool. So after that little scare fest, it was we're at breakfast the next morning, aren't we, mate? And just like Ed and Lorraine say, can we help out and all that kind of stuff? Just go about your normal day and let us do our wee bit and all that. Yeah. So Lorraine's out doing bringing in the washing. Oh, this
that was fucking good. Why have they done this, mate?
This toyed with me, this fucking shit.
Aye.
Because the weather, she notices the weather's changing for one thing. It's a beautiful morning. It just starts going pure cloudy and overcast, wind and.
Aye. So she's out trying to take in bed sheets that she's hung up, and it gets that windy. It takes one of them off the washing line, but instead of just blowing, it gets wrapped around, obviously like a spirit or an entity that's standing right behind Lorraine.
Aye, and mid fucking air.
Aye, which is fucking freaky as fuck, man. But it doesn't stop there. See, after it blows up and it goes up. The mum's away for a sleep. It blows up to her window, and then it reveals that there's now a spirit standing in the room.
Aye, which we think's the witch, isn't it?
Aye.
Because as you say, the mother's sleeping, and it just pans into the room there, and you just see big scratches appearing on her arm, man. I'm getting fucking off. And you talking about this? I'm going to shout Shona in to sit with me. Fucking Doug's sitting looking at me, I know.
Aye.
He's on the bed, isn't you, son? Did you see? Fuck off, Doug. Aye, so.
But again, another fucking terrifying bit, obviously. The spirit's up there and Lorraine starts to run up. She's running up to fucking save them all, sort of thing. But the mall wakes up with just a big massive scream.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing, this witch just comes in for the side, just like right above her, staring into her face, man.
Aye.
That is fucking freaky shit, mate.
Aye, because even they've not made the witch out to be like, proper, horrible, decomposed and shit. Just fucking like Zelda out the Terrahawks, man. Just fucking piercing eyes and I'm going to get you. Horrible, man.
Oh, mate. Fucking. I think it vomits or something into your mouth or spits something into your mouth. But
aye, it's like this is me going to possess you now, hen.
Aye.
Vomits the demonicness right into her mouth. And by the time they get the door opened, she just explains, oh, no, I'm fine. I can hear the girls shouting. And you're like, oh, she's fucking...
You're one for a watching.
He's no right to that lassie. And Ed just starts explaining to Roger about how he worries about Lorraine, because every time she does like see something or feel something or hear something, it takes its toll on her, doesn't it?
Aye. And it's back to that case that they done with that possession.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's just see some of obviously the writing in it, just the language they use. That Ed and Lorraine do this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that guy grabbed her, and obviously she's seen something that terrified her. She stayed in a room for 8 days, didn't eat, didn't sleep, didn't drink. And Roger asked him, well, what did she see? And he's like, I don't know, and I don't want to ask. So see just that, and you're going, you're dealing with this, and that's what fucking scares you, you know what I mean? There's still something there that scares them. I was like, oh.
Exactly, man.
That's no good.
And for him not to ask his wife because he doesn't want to bring on another 8-day episode, it's fucking, whoa, that would fucking, what did you see? Know what I mean? Oh, horrible. But as you say, the next thing we're going to is the copper, who's Brad. He hears a voice, doesn't he? And sees a maid.
Aye. First, he hears her saying, "Look what she made me do," and he's looking outside and stuff, and fucking the next thing, he turns and it's just see. At first, I didn't notice her, right? See, because it's dark and she's like kind of black and grey. Know what I mean? Like got a kind of like a spirit, but she's just standing in the room, and he goes, "Who the fuck?" The next thing, she runs at him. Look what she made me do, and obviously she's killed herself and all that.
Yeah, she's slit all her fucking upper wrists and all that. So big Mr. Skeptic's now shiting his pants.
aye, he went for fucking. I see later on he's got a brown shirt. He got fucking brown trousers when he had that on there. Know what I mean?
Aye. And Cindy walks with a demon in the camper. The cameras go off. She's just sleepwalking again. And as she's walking through the house, every time she goes by one of the demon sensing cameras, it starts flashing. Doesn't it? So obviously she's getting guided fucking through the house by this dark spirit, man.
Aye, the whole time you think she's been sleepwalking. But it's Rory, isn't it? I think you can hear Rory's voice and you can hear him saying, "This is a safe place. This is a safe place."
Mm-hmm.
And they go into the eldest daughter's room. But obviously, the door slams shut and they can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, when they do get in, she's missing. She's never to be seen. And then Ed gets
Drew hears a voice. Follow me.
Aye. He's in there with there's like a UV light in it. They try to see where our heat signature is.
Aye.
And then that's where they find this hole behind this cupboard the whole time.
Aye. Everything leads up to the wardrobe.
Aye. And that's where they find the daughter in this wee crawl space. That was obviously Rory's hiding place to this ghost. And that's where you kind of find out that Rory was also living in this house too, and this was his hiding place from this entity.
Aye.
And he's actually a good ghost trying to help this lassie, you know what I mean?
I even had these wee shelves in there with his toys.
Aye.
And that's where you see the dust mark where the fucking
music box used to be.
Music box should be. Oh, Jesus fuck.
Oh.
But Cindy, as I say, they find her in the wall. Lorraine then goes in to investigate it. So she's in the walls and she's noticing that the music box should be there. And then she finds a bit of rope and pulls it up and it's a noose in it.
Aye. And then just as you're like, oh, that's fucking creepy. And then it's another jump scare because he just falls through this space in between the walls and ends up in the basement.
Aye, in the basement, man. That fucking darkness. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I'm getting fucking scared again, massive. She flies through and she hears a woman crying, didn't she?
Aye, laughing and crying and fucking. But then, because she starts using the music box so you can see the spirits using the wee mirror.
Aye.
And then you see this woman.
Big large woman, like over a Wayne's body with a knife. And the woman's fucking saying, "Look what she made me do. She made me do it." And all that.
Aye. Oh. Fucking freaky. Aye. Then she goes to turn away, but then the woman's there, isn't she? And obviously it's a spirit. Fucking.
Aye, that shakes yourself again.
Aye.
And then the next thing, you think that scares over, the fucking hanging feet come back, don't they?
Aye, that's that. You hear this again. Lorraine hears the rope tightening. Then the next thing, bang, and you see these dangling feet. But you're like, oh fuck! But then the feet just stop again midair. It starts to crank round, and you're like, oh, dearie.
Oh, and then so Lorraine's had enough of this bitch. She just runs like fuck up the stairs. But as she's going, the witch grabs a locket.
Aye.
Doesn't she? Takes a locket off her. And as this is all happening, poor Nancy, one of the daughters, she's fucking getting dragged about the house by the hair, man.
Aye, that was good how they done that and all, man, wasn't it? They're all just sitting conversing. The next thing, she's picked up by the hair and then launched across the room and dragged. And then I think it goes to drag her into the cellar, doesn't it?
Aye.
And then I think Lorraine cuts her hair. And
aye, somebody comes with a pair of scissors and cuts her hair. And, oh, that's shite. That's scary, man.
Aye, it just cranks up, doesn't it? Just cranks up the fucking scarometer.
Exactly, because then right after that, she then hears her daughter's voice shouting, because Lorraine runs out the house just to get a breath, and then she can hear her daughter's voice shout, "Mommy, Mom."
Aye.
And she runs to like at the end of the jetty and looks into the water and can see her daughter under the water floating past. She's like, Judy! Judy!
Aye, and she's freaked out. She runs out of the house, phone home and all this stuff. Ed doesn't know what the fuck's going on. But then she tells Ed it was a threat. It wasn't a vision, it was a threat, sort of thing.
Get to fuck, your daughter's getting it.
Aye, fucking jailbait shit, mate.
So the parents pack up to move away from the house for a spell. And our Caroline, the mother, is looking pretty shady in the fucking motor, isn't she?
Aye, she's just got the fucking 1,000-yard stare. She's just checked out, sort of thing.
Aye.
Then it cuts to the Warrens showing the priest the evidence and stuff. And it's undeniable. He's like that. But then, what I found fucking like hilarious here. Oh, I don't know. This will need to come through the Vatican because they're not baptized, and you're like, ah, the fuck's that going to do?
Aye.
You just get substantial proof.
Aye. Catholic Church, eh? Well, I would love to help them if they were, of the church. It's as if they've gone like that. Fuck them. Yeah. That Protestant family you went, no, hey, well.
Fucking heathens. Heathens!
It's the first time we get to see the photographs in it. And they're shady as fuck, man.
Aye.
With his hand on the daughter's shoulder and his face and all that. And then entities over people, and it's fucking horrible, man. It just gives you the heebie-jeebies. But as you say, mate, the priest says, "Oh, no, mate, we'll need to ask the Vatican for permission here." The demons get into Judy via the locket, which is obviously the Warren's daughter.
Aye, because Lorraine's locket's still in the cellar, and obviously Judy's is in a house. That Judy's walking up with something. I can't remember what it was that wakes her up. But she gets up thinking it's her mum and dad. So she's walking through the house. Goes down to where the museum is.
Aye, the locked museum, which is fucking wide open.
Yep.
And she can hear banging.
Aye. And as it pans into the museum, the Annabelle doll is gone. But this is another freaky bit, mate. Obviously, she goes to go back upstairs to go to her bed, and the light goes off. And then just this fucking darkness just comes at her, mate. It is fucking terrifying, man. Again, it's just like, there's fuck all there, but something's coming to get you. Know what I mean? It's like, oh.
It's horrible, man. Because then, before you know it, we see Annabelle, and she's in a rocking chair, getting her hair combed with a fucking witch.
Aye.
Oh.
It's a sinister fucking image, man. It is a sinister image. And obviously, Judy's fucking freaking at this point, banging her door to try and wake up her gran and stuff. But it does stuff. It gets you again. Like, it cuts to Judy banging at the door, and then she turns around and the witch is away, and it's just an empty seat.
Aye.
And you're like, oh fuck, where did it go?
Aye, and the rocking chair just starts fucking turning itself, man. We're not in it, and the Warrens are like home by this point. They're trying to get the door done. You can hear their daughter screaming. Oh, fuck's sake. And they eventually get the door open, and just as the rocking chair launches itself at the wee lassie, doesn't it, man?
Aye, fucking.
And shatters.
Mate, jailbait, fuck.
That was our second warning.
Aye. Judy says to them, the Annabelle doll, and Ed runs in and she's in her case.
Aye, snipped.
And you're like, fuck.
Aye, totally snipped. Look at the sweat on you. I can see you getting all red and
I know, mate. It's just, see with that the big blackness all comes. That fucking freaked me out, man. I was like that.
Aye. But they've no time to rest on their laurels, because almost at the same time, they find out that the mother, Caroline, has taken two of the daughters, kidnapped them, and just drove off back towards the house.
That's it. Fucking. It's like history's about to repeat itself, innit?
Aye, she's taking them back to the house to sacrifice them, obviously.
Aye.
Oh, Christine and April, as she takes. So the guys obviously get back to the house to get her and all that. They stop her fucking killing the girls, but you just see bruises appearing on her and scratches and stuff like that, and she's fully possessed by this time.
Aye.
She's knocking fuck out the guys, isn't she?
Aye. But the thing's about fucking freeing him to restrain it, it? She takes a big fucking bite out of the cop.
Oh, that was horrible.
Aye, fucking. But that's what I'm talking about. This, see the R rating? That is like the only gory thing.
Aye.
And there's like no real violence in this film at all. But they got an R rating just because it's that fucking
psychological, innit?
Aye, shit your pants scary.
Aye, exactly. But it just shows you, like you said, all horrors don't have to be based on the goriness.
No.
We watched The Boys. That's an absolute gore fest, man.
Aye.
But it's no scary, it's funny. Weird, innit? It's fucking weird.
Aye.
But,
I think this is what scares me most. See the horror films, see the atmospheric ones.
Aye.
It's like this. There's one, it's a John Carpenter one, it's called The Prince of Darkness. That still fucking terrifies me. And I seen it when I was a Wayne practically. You'll need to watch that, mate. It's fucking...
He was a scary bastard, that Carpenter, right enough.
Aye. It's fucking something wrong with him.
Aye. So they managed to restrain the mother, get a blanket in her head, tie her to a chair.
No, they tried to drag her out the house first, mind.
Aye.
And when they try to drag her out the house, she starts fucking burning up and stuff because the witch won't let her leave.
Aye.
And the next thing, she's dragged back down the cellar and the fucking door slams shut.
So they get down after, that's right. Start wrestling her again and fucking...
Aye.
She puts up a right good fight before they get the blanket in her head and tie her to the chair. And then Ed decides that, fuck it, I'm doing the exorcism.
No, I just remembered. James Woods is the priest in Scary Movie.
Oh.
See that bit? She just got dragged down the stair. I just imagined him going, "Fuck this."
That's right. Sitting farting and all that.
Oh fuck. Aye, but the girl down there.
And Drew has to go and find April. They can't find April, the youngest daughter.
Aye, they managed to get one daughter out, but it's still looking for the other one. Meanwhile, there's the birds are all starting to circle the house and crash into the house and stuff. Ed decides he has to do the exorcism. There's no time for the priest to come there.
Aye.
And they've put a sheet over her head and all, because that just helps with things.
Aye. The man she starts. Well, if you've seen The Exorcist, it would help with things because you've not to look directly into the eyes and all that shit.
No.
But get the sheet in her head and then just start hearing her convulse and all that, and the blood comes out of the sheet, and then you hear that big fucking mad scream, man.
It's the big climactic finish of it. The house starts shaking and stuff, and as he's doing his thing, there's a tear. See in the sheet.
Aye, that's right, man.
And you finally see it's like the witch's face is on the Mo's face now, and you're like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, it's horrible.
He says something in the exorcism, and everything just stops, doesn't it? And then the chair just starts to levitate, which is just freaky as fuck, man.
Aye. And then fucking slams into the flare, man, breaking all the chair and all that.
Aye.
And
oh, mate.
So at this point, the witch kind of leaves her to go and get April.
Aye.
And so the wee lass is getting chased through the flare and all that, man. The witch.
Fucking creepy, mate.
When they talk to the mother as well, let her go, and he goes, "She's already gone."
Fuck. But it's Drew up the stair. He finally finds out where April is, and he shouts a location, and that's where the witch is back in the mall, and she just fucking takes off, didn't she?
Aye.
She's got to do her in. But fucking mate, jailbait as fuck, man. She's in this wee space. April's in this wee space. It's just where the hole is, but Lorraine's up there.
Aye.
And obviously the mall gets in, and the hole is big enough for the guys to get through. So it's about to happen, sort of thing. But Ed shouts,
"Condemn you to hell!" He's a pirate.
He shouts Bethesda's name, and that kind of fucking, like, have you ever seen like exorcisms and stuff? If you say the thing's name, that's kind of compels it.
Aye. Yeah. Says her name, says condemn you to hell. And Lorraine puts her hand on Caroline. Remember the beach. Remember the good times. Remember what's most important. And then it kind of flashes back to her best memory of her family and starts to remember herself, which is just enough kind of to get the demon out, and then she just spews up the demonic blood shit.
Aye, fucking. Aye, it was like enforcing that good energy, wasn't it?
Aye.
Get the spirit out.
And then I've wrote, sunshine, battered, but blessed.
I just wrote down, Warren, job done. Fucking. Aye, it's all that happening is that the music's finishing on a fucking high note. All the lassies come to the house and it's all the big cuddle and all that. But wee April walks there with a locket and gives it back to Lorraine.
Aye.
It's like,
she's lost it, man.
Oh, that's pure cute.
And then the very last thing is kind of Ed putting the music box in the museum in it.
Aye. But then this is the thing as well. Assuming he goes to walk out in the museum, and Lorraine says to him, "Aye, father, whatever it is asked us to look at a case in Long Island."
Uh-huh.
That is the Amityville horror case. Because they done that as well.
Right.
So that was kind of,
I'm pains to watch the Amityville horror again.
I watched I was saying to you, 1979. I watched the original with big fucking James Brolin. That.
So I mean, the original one, I'm pained to watch it because it didn't sit well with me the first time I watched it, man.
Yeah.
And then I watched a documentary about life after Amityville, and like Margot Kidder, just after having no fucking, what do you call it, no history of mental illness, and that just went off her fucking rocker one day.
Aye.
Ended up in an institution for years, and she's sadly no longer with us. She didn't die through that, but she got out, started to live her life, but she was a pure recluse and she was fucking damaged, you know what I mean, and ended up just dying. And then a couple other actors have had fucking fatal accidents, cameramen went walks and no come back, and
I know, mate. Aye.
Scary shit.
Oh, just at the end of the film as well, it gives you like an Ed Warren quote, doesn't it? Satan and God are real and all this and that stuff. But then it finishes on the music box, doesn't it? Just the wee spiral turning.
Fuck off!
And you think you're going to get one final scale, but it just leaves you with that tension and then just credits, doesn't it?
You're like that, waiting on it.
Aye. But as you say, it starts showing you the pictures of the family and stuff.
Aye. And that freaked me out and all, because I ended up just sitting watching that with the shitty, scary music, man. Oh.
See, that makes me when it starts showing you the old fucking pictures and all that shit, man. As you're, fuck, it's real, man. That's how. See, the second one is based in England. It's the Enfield hauntings, and I think that's what fucking got to me, mate.
I've not seen that, but I've heard of it.
Aye. Oh, mate, watch the second one yourself at night. And then start fucking belittle me, mate. Belittle me then. Aye.
No, I will watch them all at one point, because I do like a horror.
Aye.
Although in my older age, I'm starting to... It's these thinking ones, but as you say, it's the less is more.
Aye.
Leaving your brain to decide for yourself, and that's fucking one of the most scariest things you can do. Rather than like Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy just...
Well... Mind I said
they fell asleep there. Something's happening.
Mind I said to you, when I see this fucking Stormtrooper helmet at night, watch The Conjuring 2, and then you'll know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Just this big tall figure with a big fucking white face that you can just see in the dark. I'm telling you, mate.
A possessed Stormtrooper, is it?
Aye.
There we go. Aye. Episode 13, The Conjuring, one of 7 movies. Which I've not seen another 6 of, but honestly, it's freaky as fuck, man. If you like a good horror, it's well worth a watch, man. Rating wise, Chris, what you gain it?
I get a 9.5 or something, mate.
Oh, higher echelons.
I'm telling you, mate, because I like my horrors and all that shit, but I don't consider, say, somebody getting fucking cut up and ate alive and all this shit. I don't consider that horror. But then see when this came out, you were like, you thought you'd seen all the ghost films, know what I mean? Like, oh, that's been done and that's been done, blah, blah, blah. And then this came out, and then it was like, hey, why you turn that light on?
So 9.5, mate, that's top booner. I think that's fucking on a par with Godfather for you.
Just about, aye. Oh, mate, it's a perfect horror film, mate.
I'll get a 9. Definitely a 9. I'll definitely watch it again, actually. And then it's made me want to watch the other 6, even though I don't really like to watch them. But if that's the scariest one out of a lot, then that's not so bad.
I don't know, mate. I think the Conjuring 2 maybe top it, mate. Scale-wise.
No jobbies. But let us know what you think, folks, if you can. Feel free to leave a wee comment on the Instagram and Facebook, even the YouTube. We've now got Twitter. Chris is in charge of that. Get on there and look for us as well. And give us a wee hand, give us a wee share, like and a follow, subscribe and all that jazz. And it's my turn to pick a film in it.
Aye, mate. Have you got one decided?
I have. I'm going to keep it kind of recent as well. Different genre. And rather than go back to the very first one, I'm going to pick Captain America Civil War.
Oh, smashing film that.
Absolutely
smashing film.
Tons of content, tons of soups, tons of story as well, man. Hundreds of side plots, backstories and what have you. And it's probably one of my top, it was my top Marvel film up to Infinity War, but it's maybe second behind Infinity War for me.
Aye, it's about the same for me, mate.
Aye. So there we go. So if you like your superhero shit, watch me and Chris in full geek mode next week. With Captain America Civil War. Looking forward to it, especially because I got a fucking Captain America t-shirt for my Father's Day. Nothing to do with that, I swear to God.
Is it? No.
And I've got a Captain America mask as well. You've seen me. You've seen how it's Wayne's size, obviously, but I fucking stretch it on there. So I'll need to dig that out, man.
Well, that's the first superhero one I've done.
I've also got an Iron Man talking mask, and I've got a Spider-Man talking mask. Play the roles, man.
I know. Oh, I've got my work cut out for me then. I'll need to fucking.
I'm quite sure you've got fucking plenty Marvel paraphernalia you could fucking fling on, you know what I mean?
Just. Why Black Widow, Chris? Why have you got that outfit?
Chris, if you dyed your hair a kind of plum there. Is that a metal arm you've got? I need to fucking write down the brainwashing code words. You land. Bullshit.
Carrot.
Fucking horse. Joanne. Anyway, that's next week, which will be maybe a wee bit later in the week because I'm on holiday, mate. So it might be midweek next week, folks, to get that out. We'll see how we go. I think I'm back fucking Tuesday or Wednesday, but we'll definitely plenty of time to watch it. I'll watch it on my holiday and do the notes and shit. Looking forward to it.
Yes, mate.
So that has been What's the Script? 13 episodes already. Can't believe it was fucking that long ago that I asked you when I was at my work to fucking you want to do this. You know what I mean?
Aye.
I remember where I was. I was 52F Vincent there, and thought I'd give you a wee text and that.
Aye. Well, that's all for me.
Aye. That's Chris just saying fuck off. Cheery bye.
And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.